Hello everybody and welcome back to Season 40 of the Pichu London Cup Series. Today we're here at Kentucky Speedway for the running of the Monster Energy 400. On the pole will be the 77 of Nikki Maxwell. Alongside her will be the 17 of Van Tracy Battle. Row 2 will be the 38 Ryan Durante and the 12 of Priya McShane. Row 3 is our winner from Chicagoland last weekend, Ethan Sale on the 11 and the 18 Giovanni Castillo. And Alexander Rowe and Raleigh Sproul Tube start row 4. And Freddie Soto, JD Figueroa round out your top 5. Now let's go trackside for the command.
Drivers, start your engines.
And there's the entire field for this race here at Kentucky Speedway, as we're about to go night racing once again. 26 laps at Kentucky here tonight for a great race coming up. And by the way, after this race, we'll have 2 other races coming in the regular season. And those will be at New Hampshire and the doubleheader at Pocono. So 3 more races after this before our all-star break. So for these guys, it's now or never to get in the all-star race with a race win. Here we go. Green flag is out. We're underway at Kentucky. Already 3 wide they're going. I can tell this is going to be a good race. Look at Ryan Durante take the lead. 38 car just took the lead on that first lap. Oh, look at that run by the 38, getting a run on the high line. So is the 77. Sure enough, 38 takes the lead. How about that? Ryan Durante takes that lead. Let's see if Maxwell can take it back. Here comes 77. I think 38 got a little too high there, and now the 77 took the lead again. Ooh, 38 trying to fight back up high. 77 trying to shut the door. Let's see if the 38 can shut the door right here. And the 77 keeps the lead. How about that? The pole setter comes back and takes the lead. So Nikki Maxwell, close call there. Almost lost the lead, but oh no, here comes Ryan Durante again. Let's see if Ryan can make the move again. Let's see if he will get there. And he's not going to get there yet. 3 wide back there in the middle pack, and wow. It was 3-4 wide at one point. These guys are going to be a little calmer now. So hopefully they'll be calm now and things don't get a little twisted. For now, no caution. Alright, so these guys running 3 wide here at Kentucky. I'm not even sure if that's supposed to be normal here at Kentucky. And now 4 wide, and I don't think anywhere it's going to be normal. 4 wide at Kentucky, and look at Zach Fitzwater right in the middle of the 13 car, and now they're 4 wide in this pack. Oh boy, this might not be good. Looks like Zach Fitzwater was able to get out of it alive, but now these guys are gonna still battle 4 wide nearly. Oh boy, these are all Monster Energy cars, by the way. The 1, 19, and I believe 41 all have Monster Energy because this race is called the Monster Energy 400. And Chase Elliott, and no, the 9 car running with Quinn Porter running with Mountain Dew today, also running the green, spawning green in this track of green. Right now the front, not much racing, but the middle packs have kept things interesting. Again, almost 4 wide. Oh boy, I really hope they don't crash. My goodness, I really, really hope they don't crash. And thank goodness, though, they did not crash. Because that could have been disastrous if they did. And somehow, some way, they're able to keep on racing without even getting into another driver or so. Look at third place. Van Tracy Battle trying to shake off the 11 car. And the 17 gets a run up high. He was able to outbrake the 11 on the corner. 47 and 15. We'll see what happens. We'll see if someone's going to be able to get through. So as I mentioned earlier, there's only 3 races left before the All-Star break. And this race after this will be New Hampshire. And then after that, it'll be the doubleheader at Pocono Raceway. The doubleheader returns for another run at Pocono. And it's sure going to be a fun weekend. We had a great weekend at Pocono last season with a doubleheader. And now this season, it's back again. Hope to be better than it was before. 38 trying to get a run on the 77 and up high. I try to fool the 77 here and try to pull a zigzag move right here. Not quite there yet, though. So far, they've stayed level in terms of the battles here. 38 might try to get Nicky Maxwell right on turn 1. Here comes Durrani. Going to try to take the lead from the 77. Going to get a run on the low line right here. Might have gone a little too low there. Might not get the power right now. The 38 just dipped down a little bit below the apron. Might have lost momentum. Sure enough, he wasn't able to make that move. Went down below the apron. He lost the momentum. And the 77 remains as the leader. Third place, there's Van Tracy Battle running third. And there's our winner last week in Chicagoland, Ethan Sale. Back for his first win, by the way, was in 11 seasons, believe it or not. And he last won the season finale at Zen Joltis in season 29 before he got the win at Chicagoland this season. And he's in the playoffs. He's bringing the 11 back into the playoffs. "15 laps to go, and Nicky Maxwell trying to bring the small 77 team to the playoffs once again. Ryan Durrani's looking for his first Cup win. Trying to beat out Nicky Maxwell to the line. See if he tries to make a move on the low line. That hasn't worked a lot for a lot of these drivers. And sure enough, it's still not working. Maxwell's been so tough today. Could be a repeat of the last race where we had not a single caution and no wrecks, and the pole setter dominated most of the race. Only even after green flag pit stops came to play, the leader came back and of course won the race. I'm sure Nicky Maxwell would love to have the same thing happen here at Kentucky in her favor, so that she would be in the playoffs. We're going to have a stacked field for sure in the playoffs in season 40. Sure going to be an exciting field if Maxwell is added to the list. And there's Van Tracy Battle and Ryan Durrani, also worthy competitors for the playoffs in season 40 if they make it in. Still no cautions here in this race. We continue to stay green. And I'm sure these guys would love to stay green again. They haven't been in a wreck in a while. We haven't seen like a wreck here in the Cup Series in a long time. So, it's always a benefit for these guys not to wreck each other out and go all over the place and wreck everybody they could. Sometimes it's worth it to not have wrecks here in races. To have every competitor, so that every competitor would compete. Not sure what New Hampshire's going to bring, but we'll see what happens next weekend in New Hampshire. It's a 77. Got a great run, and she's pulling away. There's 11 laps left here at Kentucky. And the field is pulling away right now. There you see, look at those cars. Some of them go way up high. Trying to get the run on the high line. Trying to use the high line strategy that these leaders have been using. Just 10 laps to go. We had pit stops with between 8 and 6 laps to go. I believe we had pit stops last time at Chicagoland, and it really didn't factor into the changes of the lead, as Ethan Sale would cycle around once again and take the lead in the win. But he needed to pass the 2 car on the high line to do it with 2 laps to go. And now the cars are coming to pit road with 10 to go. Guess they're not taking chances this time. And the 11 car leads. Good thing if there's a caution coming out for whatever reason that happened on pit road, they'll have a few laps left to run. Sale, the 11 car, is going to try to pull as much as he can, trying to last long on the fuel and tires he was given at the start of the race. See if Ethan Sale will pit on this lap, and looks like he will. There he goes on pit road. The other pack joins him. Who's going to stay out right here? 22 will. Oh, I thought the 22 is. Oh, I thought for a second that 22 was going to stay out, but he changed his mind. Guess he realized he didn't have enough fuel to finish this race, and so he decided not to take it. Who's the lead? Who's in the lead now? I think it's the 42, I believe. That's Chris Leone in the 42. Let's see how long he will last until he has to come to pit. And just a lap. He's coming down right now. So we'll see if he will cycle back as the leader, or will there be another leader in the front. So there he goes on pit road right now, as we're waiting on who will be the leader, who will take over his spot, if anybody is able to take over his spot when they cycle around. And there he goes. The 42 might lead on this lap. And I think he might have passed the start-finish line already when he came down. And sure enough, he did. And the 77 cycles around to take the lead. So what goes around comes around, as Nicky Maxwell keeps the lead with 7 laps to go. So the 77 with the perfect pit strategy has now increased the lead. I mean, with pit stops, it actually benefited her at the end. She had a small lead of almost a half a second, and now she has a big lead. I think it's a full second now. And it is a full second. How about that? 1.3 seconds ahead of the other pack. So Nicky Maxwell pulling ahead with 6 to go, hoping to hang on and win this thing and dominate. There's Ryan Durante running second place right now, and it looks like he'll have to wait to get that first win in the Cup Series. So close to it, man. And there's Ethan Sale running in third place. A very impressive follow-up to his win last week in Chicagoland with a third place finish. Definitely going to help his team out in the long run when they're going to be competing in the playoffs in a few races from now. Impressive follow-up again from first place to third. Still impressive for winning last weekend. And this is a battle for the top 5. Riley Spurley-Tube against the 13 of Igor Barreto. I think Barreto's hanging on a little bit. Look at that. Barreto is hanging on a little bit. Now he's going to go for third place. Riley Spurley-Tube running a pretty solid race in fourth. Haven't really seen a lot from the 47. Ooh, 13 trying to get a run on him. Boy, wouldn't that be something if the caution came out for that reason. Oh boy, I'm sure Maxwell is just nervous of seeing that yellow flag. And Riley Spurley-Tube, fourth place, might go for third right here. and Igor Barreto in the top 5. Not doing too bad as well for a good top 5 run. Jackson Nantel and Cassandra Kirk are also battling it out with 3 to go. Wow, there are a lot of tough battles going on for top 5 spots. Hoping to get that momentum into next weekend in New Hampshire. As we come to 2 laps to go here at Kentucky Speedway. And Nikki Maxwell has been dominating this day here at Kentucky. Just 2 laps away from a victory. I mean, she has been unstoppable throughout the entire night here at Kentucky Speedway. And now she's pulled ahead. No danger in front, no danger in sight. And for the second race in a row, it looks like we'll be going caution-free. No, I believe this will be the 3rd race in a row. No, wait, I think Michigan had a caution. I do not remember. But the white flag will be out in the air with 1 to go. So again, this race will be ending caution-free. And the 77 is going to be able to pull away. So Nikki Maxwell, here she comes. Just a few turns left. And she'll be in the playoffs once again in that 77 team. And here she comes off the final corner. And Nikki Maxwell brings the 77 to victory lane again. She'll take the checkers here in the Monster Energy 400 at Kentucky Speedway in dominating fashion. So that'll do it here from Kentucky Speedway as Nikki Maxwell joins the playoffs once again and takes home the checkers. 13 races are in the books, and Nikki Maxwell is your winner here at Kentucky Speedway. Here are the rest of the field as we once again went caution-free. So that's pretty impressive to have a lot of caution-free races here this season. By the way, it's her first regular season win since season 28 back in Iowa. That was a long time ago that Nikki Maxwell last won. It was 11 seasons ago that Ethan Sale last won. And now it's been 12 seasons ago since Nikki Maxwell last won. So we're seeing winless droughts coming to an end this season. First, Max Ferrier ended his winless drought. Then Samet Ozkan got his first win ever in the Cup Series after he started in Season 1 way back in the very first season. And then he came back full time in Season 39 last season. And he's back again. Season 40 finally got that win. And then we saw Ethan Sale, I believe, win Season 40 in Chicagoland last weekend. And it was his first win in 11 seasons. And now Nikki Maxwell gets her first regular season win in 12 seasons in Iowa. So she was able to top Ethan Sale in that streak. She did win the showdown last season at Eldora, but this is her first regular season win again in 12 seasons in a real race, not the showdown. So hope you enjoyed our race from Kentucky, and we will see you guys next weekend at New Hampshire Motor Speedway. The Magic Mile's coming up next. And until then, we will see you guys later.